Maldives government is witnessing chaos as the opposition threatens to impeach President Mohamed Muizzu. Meanwhile, the Maldives coalition government, including Progressive Party of Maldives, the PPM, and the People's National Congress, the PNC, has said that they will not allow the efforts to remove President Muizzu to proceed through parliament. The parliament witnessed dramatic clashes over the weekend between the ruling and opposition party members. The opposition party in the Maldives, the Maldivian Democratic Party, the NDP, which also holds a majority in the parliament or the Majlis, is planning to submit a motion to impeach Mohamed Muizzu. The development in the Maldives parliament comes a day after clashes broke out. This happened on Sunday inside the Majlis between pro-government MPs and opposition lawmakers. The differences are regarding the approval of 4 new members in the president's new cabinet. Further, on Monday, the Maldives parliament approved just 1 out of these 4 members in President Mohamed Muizzu's cabinet, against whom the main opposition, the MDP, has issued a 3-line whip. After the MDP and its alliance partner, the Democrats, decided to withhold the parliamentary approval for these 4 new cabinet members ahead of the parliamentary voting, pro-government MPs then initiated a counter-protest. Both sides then ended up obstructing the entire sitting of parliament. The decision to submit an impeachment motion was taken unanimously in the Maldives opposition grouping. Notably, a minimum of 53 votes are required within parliament to remove a sitting president. The Maldives parliament, which currently has 87 members, has recently amended its standing orders to make it easier to submit an impeachment motion. The MDP and the Democrats, who are the 2 big opposition parties, together they have 56 MPs between them. 43 MPs are from the MDP and 13 from the Democrats. The gathering of signatures for an impeachment motion against the Maldives President Muizzu comes a day after the PPM-PNC coalition government, which is running Maldives right now, with the endorsement of 23 lawmakers, they submitted a no-confidence motion against Speaker Muhammad Aslam and Deputy Speaker Ahmed Salim. The MDP, which has 43 seats in the 80-member Majlis, it appears to have joined forces with the Democrats, which was formed by its breakaway faction. This was following former President Mohamed Nasheed's fallout with the President Ibrahim Soli, which happened last year. In an indication that both these parties, MDP and the Democrats, are finding common cause, they recently issued a joint statement slamming President Muizzu for alienating the longest-standing ally of the Maldives, that is India. Soon after taking oath as the President of Maldives on the 17th of November last year, Mohamed Muizzu, who is regarded as a pro-China leader, formally requested India to withdraw its military personnel from his country. His justification was that the Maldivian people had given him a strong mandate to make this request to Delhi. This coincided with a showdown between Malé and Delhi in the wake of what was considered derogatory remarks made by some Maldivian ministers against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. There was a shrill boycott Maldives campaign that happened on Indian social media, and then subsequent to that, President Muizzu's office issued a March 15th deadline to Delhi for the removal of Indian troops. There are currently about 80-odd Indian troops in the islands who are mainly there to service a Dornier aircraft and 2 advanced light helicopters, both of which have been lent by Delhi to Malé. On what prompted this move for an impeachment motion against the sitting president, and that too within 3 months of him coming to office, the opposition has pointed out to a primary and singular cause. The opposition in the Maldives alleges that President Muizzu is putting the entire Indian Ocean region in danger with his policies, and he's not letting the parliament function properly. The opposition accuses the president of using money power and the backing of the military to crush opposition dissent in the Maldivian polity. It also happened when Maldives gave permission to a Chinese research vessel to dock in Malé for a hydrographic survey. India has accused this of being a Chinese spy ship. Muizzu is trying to keep up the anti-India, pro-China political plank alive for the upcoming parliamentary elections. He's facing increasing pressure from his former boss, former President Abdullah Yameen, and his loyalists. Maldives made the first pro-China tilt in Yameen's presidency between 2013 and 2018. Muizzu is trying to be further on the right of Yameen in the Maldivian polity before he has to go to the people for the Majlis election in mid-March. Parliamentary elections are scheduled for March 17th, and President Muizzu has a crucial test ahead. Without adequate parliamentary numbers, he will not be able to pass legislation or implement his policies. He's as good as a lame duck president until he gets parliamentary majority. Muizzu's position has further weakened politically after his former boss, President Yameen, split from the ruling party and he formed his own party, reflecting a rather fragmented Maldivian polity. Now there are two Maldivian parties who are competing on who can be more pro-China and more anti-India. And this is coming just a few weeks before the parliamentary elections. The MDP, the main opposition party's parliamentary primaries, are scheduled to be held on the 3rd of February, that's coming week. The main opposition party is expected to decide the date on which they will submit this impeachment motion in Parliament against President Muizzu once the primaries in their party are over. The overwhelming sentiment among the pro-India polity in the islands is this: that we cannot change our geography, we cannot bring China closer to us. India is our closest neighbor, our friend and family. Whether it's about sourcing food or medicines, the Maldives cannot do without India. And the reason why Maldives lives in relative peace is because of India's neighborhood first policy. That is a sentiment that Muizzu doesn't necessarily share, but that may end up costing him politically soon.